family. This is Shantae. I say happy Indigenous Peoples Day and paying homage to all of our ancestors. I want to talk to you briefly about, my last 2 weeks were kind of challenging at work. I found myself overworking, working past 5, working through lunch, being stressed out, letting people get to me, defending myself, over-explaining, being tone police. I just had a very trying last 2 weeks. And then it hit me, I kind of had to say, okay, I'm practicing breath work. I'm offering this to my peers, to women like me, and now I'm falling into the trap. And then, I didn't have a day off in maybe 2 months. And I said to myself, you don't get brownie points for not taking off. You don't get brownie points for sitting at your desk for 7-8 hours without getting sunlight, without eating, or when you do eat, you're sitting at your desk and you're gulping down food, you're not swallowing, you're not chewing, you're not breathing. At this point, I had to look at my own self and become the observer to say, hey, what are you doing? You need to stop. And that is exactly what I did. I was moving through the day on autopilot, letting all of this mental chatter get to me. I was being tested after test after test after test. And at the end of the day, I'm like, none of this matters. None of these people in my life that I'm letting take up mental space in my mind matter. I matter. You matter. So my message for today is short but sweet. It is saying that you matter. If you find yourself in this loop, if you find yourself being mentally pulled and drained and ruminating, staying hyper vigilant, you are in fight, flight, freeze, fawn mode. I was in fight mode for about a whole week. I didn't even have the energy or the mental wherewithal to even do my video, but I'm like, I know there's people who are coming, people who are watching, and I want to keep bringing this content because this is about healing in place. This is about being in systems and able to control yourself, taking care of yourself. I even missed an important doctor's appointment. I'm like, how is this happening? I had to stop. Literally, I heard the word stop loud and clear. Stop. What are you doing? All of this, you are essentially killing yourself. Because not eating, not getting sunlight, not drinking water, overworking for what? And like I said, you don't get brownie points. You don't get brownie points for not taking any days off. You don't get brownie points for not coming in sick. Nobody really cares. At the end of the day, they want the work done and they don't care who does it. Because remember, everybody is replaceable. You're not Superwoman. And I had to come to myself to say, you know what? You're not Superwoman. So just stop. And that's what I did. I stopped. And then I started to practice my own breath work that I've been teaching for the last couple of weeks on myself, because I'm like, I can't preach to somebody else if I'm not following the practices. So what I want to leave you with this week is make sure you take care of yourself first. If you find yourself, one simple thing, have lunch. Sit down, chew your food, move away from that desk. Move away from the people. If you have to go outside, take your lunch, whatever it is, and get some sunlight. Get your vitamin D. But don't sit there overworking, not taking days off, thinking that you're really moving the needle, because you're not. The only thing that's happening is you are walking around with a dysregulated nervous system. Your body is flooded with adrenaline and cortisol. You're staying in these fight modes. I saw myself, somebody was like, what are you doing? I'm typing away, like I'm angry typing. And then I had to be like, okay, what are you doing? So I want to leave you with that. And also to practice some conscious breath work. I have a breath work practice that I did for if you're in the moment and you want to just become still. You can DM me and I can send it to you as a PDF as well, or give you a QR code for it. But on Indigenous Peoples Day, I hope if you're off, if you're out of work, if you are looking for work, just remember to breathe. Sounds simple, and you can say, hey, I'm breathing, Shantae, but you're breathing, yeah, but are you really breathing? Are you just taking in breath, or are you really consciously paying attention to your breath? And that will calm down your nervous system. And that is what I had to do for myself. I had to take a mental health day off, away from the job, just to get clear on my path and what I'm doing. And that's what healing in place is about. Even if that path may be 2 years, 2 months, 2 days, 2 weeks, whatever it is, know that you can control what's happening in here. You can change, you can control that thought, and you can control your response. And don't let people live in here, as they say, rent free. So before we close, and I want to say happy Indigenous Peoples Day. I want people, if you're watching this and going into work Tuesday, remember what I said. You get no brownie points for doing those things that hurt you. Missing a doctor's appointment, really, for work? No, not good. If this is you, if I'm the one that you're talking about, take stock in in your week, in your day. Who's living up here? When you get that thought that you want to just, like, maybe just, I don't know, whatever that thought is, you can stop and say, why am I thinking this? Why am I letting this person, why am I still thinking about that email or that interaction? I could let it go. If it gets to the point of disrespect, of course, you have to address that. You have to document everything. But you can control how it affects you, because you is your choice. You have a choice. You have a choice on what you think, and I want you to make sure you make that choice and choose you. Always choose you. So if you're going into work tomorrow from this Monday morning, I hope that you have a great week. I hope that you practice stillness. And remember, you breathe in for 4, hold for 2, and let out for 6. And this is Shantae saying thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and hit your little notification bell so you could be notified of my next video. And I'm going to be doing my short this week, which will be a short breathwork practice. And if you want the stillness breathwork, one choice away practice, please send me a message and your email, and I will definitely send it over to you. Once again, this is Shantae, and this is Healing in Place. Thank you so much again for watching.
I'm talking higher G-O-D, yeah, yeah. Good energy.